And now tonight, how are you planning to pay for long-term care for an elderly parent or even yourself? It can be a difficult topic to talk about. Surveys show 7 of 10 people over the age of 65 will need it, and the costs can be staggering. As CBS 4's Elliot Rodriguez reports, that's where long-term care insurance comes in.
Edith Anderson died last year at the age of 94. A fall had sent her to the hospital. Months after her death, her daughter Kay is still getting bills.
It is a nightmare. I'm looking at bills coming through that Medicare is denying.
Kay has no idea what her final out-of-pocket cost will be for her mom's care.
It hits you like a brick. That, first of all, you have to come up with $6,000 up front.
Kay, who is 56 and single, now worries how she'll pay for her own care.
I'm exploring the options of long-term care insurance because I don't see any other way for myself to be taken care of.
Less than 8% of Americans have long-term care insurance. What most people don't know is that their private insurance and even government programs like Medicare do not pick up the tab for long-term care. An industry association estimates a single 55-year-old healthy person would pay an average of $2,000 a year for a policy. That would provide a benefit of $150 a day for long-term care, up to $164,000. A 3% cost of living index is built in.
It's not an appropriate product for everyone.
Mary Frances Price is an elder care attorney who conducts seminars on how to pay for long-term care. Price says the lowest premiums can come from large employers.
If I have clients that have an opportunity to buy into an employer-sponsored plan, I strongly encourage them to investigate.
Price advises clients who are buying policies on their own to be wary of high-end sales pitches.
Buy a policy that spreads some of the risk, but don't feel that you have to buy a policy that covers at the highest level.
But surveys show consumers have shied away from long-term care insurance in part because they don't want to buy a policy they think they may never use. So in the past few years, insurance companies have responded with new products.
They do have plans that accumulate some cash value, that have an annuity component to it.
Another mistake people make is to put off planning.
When we work with families who have been reluctant to look at the difficulties of this type of potential scenario, almost inevitably it becomes a crisis at some point, and that is far more costly both emotionally and financially.
And that's something Kay Anderson understands.
I feel like I'm in a post-traumatic stress place, trying to recover myself. It's really tough. And as a caregiver, you don't realize the amount of stress that you're under.
Elliot Rodriguez, CBS 4 News Tonight.
A change in federal law has also made it more difficult for the elderly to give their assets to loved ones and qualify for state assistance. That's because back in 2006, the government look-back period to recover assets for reimbursement increased from 3 to 5 years. Well, Craig said